So my first impressions of the game is that our bottom lane should have priority, our mid lane should have priority, their jungler has priority, and top lane, their top laner has priority. Which means that I need to be careful as I do things in the mid game, or actually the early game, because their jungler has a higher gank potential than our jungler does. Let me turn on the NCS because this is a game they want NCS on. Okay. So I'm not going to push. So right now I'm just holding the wave in a spot that will make sure that I'm not ganked. I hope that their jungler doesn't invade because I won't be able to answer very easily if this pushes for much longer. Trying to throw as much as I harass as I can, but he started Doran's shield. So it kind of sucks. I have to play more against mini waves rather than Vlad because I don't really do too much damage to him since he has Doran's shield. Every time his power to ease up, I just have to concede pressure. I'm up in CS, so I'm okay with that. I missed that one. I missed that one. Need to answer with my jungler, so I'm standing over here. My jungler is invading, so I need to start getting this pushed out. That way I can answer him. Just missed 2 CS. Pretty much using my Q off cooldown to hit him, to keep his health threatened. And then I'm leaving autos as well to get main damage, because my Q damage isn't enough to actually harass him down, and I can't really afford using my W. Kha'Zix is definitely going to be around here, because the wave's in a really bad spot, so now I need to play super zoned. Kha'Zix is actually top lane now, so I'm going to position towards the bottom side. Yasuo is probably not dead, okay. So since Kha'Zix is in the top jungle, I'm literally just going to sit in the bottom half of my lane. Using Q as my primary harass again, like I said, because the mana cost is so low. And then trying to weave autos in as well. Against Vlad, you want to try to deny him creep access, because creeps are how he sustains. Might actually be able to kill him. No, I don't have enough damage. Even if I hit Q there, my ignite doesn't kill him. However, he just inted. So I calculated that very easily by looking at my damage numbers throughout the game. So I saw that I was doing roughly 130 damage or so. And then I looked at his health bar, combined with my auto attack, and it wasn't enough. However, once I did that second trade, I knew that it was enough, with the combination of Ignite doing 170 damage. And I didn't know exactly that it was 170 damage, but I knew it was around 150. I'm buying a Lost Chapter in order to keep up with my mana, because this lane is all about mana management and the ability to harass him. And then boots because it allows me to auto space him better, but also because my only other option was an extra amp tome, and I'd prefer getting the boots earlier when I can, and then saving the extra gold for the next buy for a more flexible base. So now I know Kha'Zix is mid, which means that I can't really get a ward out for a few seconds because he's around me and I don't know where he is. Probably on top side, but it's not a guarantee. I can't cancel that for whatever reason. So since I don't know that Kha'Zix is top or bot and Infernal Drake is up, I'm going to ward bot side. So that's the reason why I placed this ward here, because we need to put priority on Infernal Dragon, and then it's too risky for me to go into top side to place that ward, which I would have liked to get a ward here or here. And then, like I said, this ward is too risky as well for the exact same reason as in top side. I missed that one. So Vlad has no health potions, which means if I can deny him minion access, he has no sustain. So I'm just looking to keep him off my minions by forcing him into a point that he's low enough that I can burst him down. Because if he's at that point that I can burst him down, he can't safely go up, which means that he can't heal, which means that he gets zoned. Okay, so now the jungler and the mid lane are both off the map. I can be greedy for this extra wave and rotate to the dragon, which will create advantages for my team. Even if I'm not helping him, I'm going to base over here, that way I'm support in case they come. Gonna buy pretty much as much AP as I can. I'm gonna be greedy and get no sustain because I'm super far ahead. And I have my ignite up, so I'm able to push this advantage of my 2-level lead as well as my 3 kills, 20 CS, and summoner spell advantage. So pretty much I'm super far ahead and I can just look to punish. And because I'm so ahead, I'm asking my jungler, hey, can you ward for me? That way I can take advantage of the lane that I'm so far ahead in. I want to look to manage this wave so that I have a slow push going, and then I want to look bottom on a roam. That way Vladimir has to either answer my wave that I've built up, like it's building, or he can counter my roam. Either way, he's going to miss out because either it'll be late to the rotation, or he'll just be answering the wave in mid. He still has no sustain, so I'm going to do that same thing, poke him down. And I knew Kha'Zix was up here, so that's why I walked this way, because I'm so far ahead. And I'm looking to secure around the Rift Herald now. They actually know this is warded, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to drop that ward again, trying to deter him from that ward. And I know he's top side, so there's no point in placing ward on bot side. Twitch and Janna are coming mid based on the minimap. That Janna rotation and Twitch not being bottom signifies that Twitch is mid. So I'm going to get away from mid and back up. Jungler's also offering me blue buff, so I'm going to take this. Again, Twitch is off the map, so I have to respect it. I can buy my Morello, so I'm in a really good spot in lane, because once I get that, Vlad's in a really bad spot. I'm pretty much going to look to trade him all the time right now, because I have blue buff and I'm so far ahead. Okay, flashing from this kill is not worth. I actually just whiffed my ult because he already started pooling. I'm going to push this wave, get a base off. I'll have enough for Relonomicon, maybe boots. I didn't calculate yet. If not, then I'll at least have an extra amp tone. So I've created a 30 CS deficit in mid lane, or rather advantage. For myself, I'm going to upgrade to Blue Trinket and purchase more sustain as well as a ward. This Blue Trinket will allow me to get deep places like this and this, which I cannot safely do against the high pressure Kazakh's jungle. And this control ward will keep me safe and secure objectives like this. I already know that Kha'Zix knows this ward is here, so I needed to purchase another ward because I know he will go to kill it. And then, obviously, like I said, Melanomicon, great item for mid lane, and there's no reason for me not to get it, especially in this matchup. I want to trinket this, but since Vlad is around there, I'm not going to. As soon as he shows mid, I'm going to trinket it. Okay, Kha'Zix is here now. Now this means that I'm going to play on the top side of the lane and spam ping it. That way my bottom lane sees it. So even though that ward dies immediately, it gives us information on their jungler, which we would not have had otherwise. Further, since I know that Kha'Zix is bottom side, I can relatively safely go and advance my pink ward, especially because I have the blast cone. So I'm going to advance that up. Now he doesn't know where my ward is placed, and I have really deep vision that secures my top laner, Yasuo, who needs to go into fight, and allows me to position slightly better towards the top side, but not necessarily because it's missing the Raptor's path. Since Kha'Zix is at my Raptors, I'm playing on the top side of my lane, and now that my jungler wants to fight, I'm rotating over. I'm just purposely saving my ult, that way he doesn't have anything to pull, and now that he's max range, I'm going to int and not hit my ult because brain lag. Again. But either way, we'll be able to get this mid turret. So I should have killed him there, but unfortunately I, for whatever reason, cannot press my R button today. We'll be able to get damage on the tier 2 turret off the advantage. Cool, so we just broke 2 turrets. We are insanely far ahead. I'm going to try to snag these if I can, because denying these small raptors puts the enemy jungler incredibly far behind in experience. I thought Kha'Zix would come answer, so I'm going to actually take the other ones because he didn't answer, and I will base over here. I know this isn't warded because Kha'Zix has been on the bottom side of the map this entire game, or rather for the past minute or so, and he would not have been able to place a ward there. Because I'm far ahead, I'm going to build this as well as work towards a Haunting Guise, because I know that Swain probably won't build magic resist because I'm the only AP source. We have 3 ADs. Kha'Zix probably again will not build magic resist. Vladimir probably again will not build magic resist, and these two definitely will not build magic resist. Janna will, but not till later, and Janna doesn't really matter. I could have purchased the Ruby Crystal, but I want more AP. I don't care about the health right now because I'm snowballing. So right now, there's nothing to do in mid lane anymore. I have nothing to take reasonably, so I shouldn't be looking for mid lane. I need to look for mid priority, getting this wave pushed, and then rotating out. Okay, Kha'Zix might be in there, so I can't really go that way, so I need to come around. Burst him out. We're in a pretty good spot right now. I need to flash away. As long as we deter them from the Infernal Drake. I need to go protect my jungler. We should get the Drake. Okay, I'll probably look for Ludens as my next item, because I'm so insanely far ahead, and none of them should be able to manage this for a while. So that means that my final build will be Sork Shoes, Morellos, Haunting Guise, into Leandries, Ludens, Rabadon's Void Staff. I don't think that I need Zonias, but I could buy it. Maybe I should buy it to be careful, but I'll see how this next map time goes. Wait, what? Wait, where did he just ward from? What? Okay, whatever. I was safe because I'm far ahead and my jungler was around, so I need to have my potions. Okay, well, that's just me being really far ahead now. Okay, Kha'Zix is not trolling. He baited me instead. I shouldn't die there. I should just let him hit him, but whatever. I will get this because I've rethought about my purchase and decided that it's probably better to just be safe rather than get dove by Kha'Zix. I'm gonna wait for my new large rod because again I don't think I need to purchase a void staff this item because my Xin Zhao is insanely ahead and we have 3 AD. So they shouldn't be purchasing Magic Resist anytime soon. And so Honey Guys combined with Sorcerer's Shoes increases the effective MR number that they need to roughly like 68, and they shouldn't have 68 Magic Resist before I finish my Rabadons. So right now we can get mid turret. And maybe even inhib because they just stopped that. Just gonna hit the inhib. Oh, he's baiting me again. I'm looking to protect my Ezreal in this fight. Burst Sway now that I can, lure them in, do as much damage as I can. Okay, and that should be the game. Twitch is around, so I'm not going to go up there alone. We really probably should have just ended. Or at least taken the turrets, but team wants to get double inhib instead. So me following their call is better than us splitting and me doing what I think is the right call. So that was a pretty easy game overall, but it became super easy because of the way that I managed things and the thought process behind what I did. That's what made those things possible.